I feel like my whole life is running out of toothpaste. It has been a month, and not a month in terms of what's going on in the outside world, but my inner world has been in total chaos. Oh, I don't even know what went wrong, just something happened. I felt like I was carrying the weight of the world, and that ended up impacting a lot of my routines and my day-to-day as well. I wasn't having moments where I'd detach. I find that when I'm on my phone a lot, I then need to listen to podcasts and almost like have a constant radio on to be able to do anything. And it definitely contributed to the dark cloud. So this morning has looked a little different, because I'm trying to get out of a rut. It is the most autumnal day. It's overcast, it's raining, it's actually kind of cozy. We're working on the gratitude. I only used my phone when I woke up to meditate. I didn't go and check Instagram or socials. Very impressive for me. It's interesting, isn't it? I think I can become very complacent because my routine has looked the same for so long in terms of what my days look like. I work from home in my little spare room study. I don't really get out and like work anywhere else. So this part of my morning, this first 1 or 2 hours is vital for making sure I feel all right for the rest of the day. I got an oat dirty chai latte and I'm so happy about it. I normally go for a cinnamon bun at the moment, or an almond croissant or a pistachio croissant, pistachio pain au chocolat. Give me any pastry and I will happily have it. But I thought I really want to just get a bit more fruit and veg in, because that's something else that's slipped recently. Since we moved to this flat, I have been bad at cooking. And I'm really starting to notice that kind of knock-on effect on my routines and my general livelihood day to day, and just how well I feel. Like I can be so dependent on oven pizzas and stuff that's just not that good for you, and that's fine to do every so often, but it shouldn't really be the basis of my diet. My stomach doesn't like that. So HelloFresh dropped me a message and they were like, would you like a box? And I said, yes, please. I'm gonna show you some footage of when the box arrived earlier in the week because I lost my mind. I was so happy. I have never been happier to receive a delivery. Also, I don't know why my top is just not working, please ignore. It's day 1 of my period. I feel like, as you can imagine, I have to think about what I want to eat for an entire week. I don't know about you, but I just get so indecisive when I'm on my period. It's so annoying. So I am just the happiest woman. I guess this is like a life update as well. I am not eating red meat at the moment. I just want to do better by the planet. Maybe I'll eat lamb like once a year, but right now I just don't fancy it. And luckily, HelloFresh has a bunch of meals that don't involve red meat. Starting with glazed falafels and harissa tabbouleh. I always get a vegetarian option because I like to have one towards the end of the week. It's just super easy, super quick. It's 20 to 25 minutes. And then the one I'm most excited about is the korma style spiced prawn pilaf. Oh my god, words. And then finally we've got a sambal teriyaki chicken stir fry. Those are my little meals. I cannot wait. For me, I think HelloFresh is just a really good way to do that hard reset and go, okay, you want to start cooking? Here's the stuff. Here's everything you need and the motivation to do it. So for my reset, I just couldn't be happier that it's here. You can get 60% off your first box and 25% off your next 8 boxes by scanning the QR code here or going to the link in the description. Tonight I'm making a chicken teriyaki stir fry, which I am buzzing for. I've actually been looking forward to it since I woke up. I've done HelloFresh a few times now and I've yet to have a bad meal, so it's gonna be great. Thank you HelloFresh for working with me on this video, and if you're also looking to reset your routines for the new season, the link's down there. So the first step to breaking out of the rut was cracking the morning. It's 10:30, I feel ready to sit down and start my day, a little later than I thought. But I did some stuff around the house. I took the bins out, I did a few odd jobs, and I did part 2 of my reset, which was going on a morning walk. Went and got my coffee and walked around the park, and that is exactly what I needed. Unfortunately, I did not see the sun, but I did my best. I went outside, got a coffee, because sometimes I need a little motivator. And I think just getting out of the house is really good for me, because I can, honestly, sit at my desk all day and not talk to another soul. And then I'll go into a social space, and it will be so obvious I have not seen another human today. It's like I forget how to make conversation. After I finish this, I'm going to go through exactly what I need to do today and make a plan of action, not only with start times, but with end times for each task. That might seem like overkill for you, but for me, the way that my work works is I can continue a task until it's done, and done can be 4 hours, it can be 8 hours, it can be 16 hours. A lot of my tasks are long. So in order to actually get multiple things done, I need a deadline, mini deadlines. And then if I haven't completed it by then, that's okay, I just move on. I also always sing the praises about the Pomodoro method. I'm such a fan of my little Pomodoro timer app. I actually use Forest at the moment, which is one where you plant little trees. It's a very like study student hack, but it works for me still. Let's start work. Woo! checking in at 2:30. I just finished a task that I don't even know where to begin on, honestly. Basically it's about hours. Hours! The company that never was. But maybe it will be, who knows? Everything is just so up in the air at the moment. I can't wait to one day do a full explainer about what the heck happened with hours. It's a story. I need to just get back to work, but I'm having a productive day, and that is what we wanted from the reset, so I'm very pleased. I could also do with a second coffee. A little bit of caffeine. I have to be really careful with caffeine at the moment. I've noticed that when I'm in a bad headspace like I was last month, I'm much more sensitive to it. Like, I was waking up with heart palpitations because I was so worried and anxious in general just about life. When you add fuel to that fire, it can just be more intense than usual. Good vibes, good vibes. When I've been really focused on a task, I can find that I get overwhelmed quite easily as I head into the rest of the day. It can feel like I've got so much more to do. And there's a technique that I use that is the only way I found that works. And that is just to do the next thing. Don't look an hour into the future, look 5 minutes into the future. Exactly what do you need to do next? Let's use the gym as an example. I'm actually in quite a good place with the gym at the moment because I've reframed it. And instead of it being, oh my God, I've got to go and work out for 50 minutes, it's become, okay, I need to put my workout gear on, first step, get out the door, second step. If I can do those two, the rest of it just kind of happens. So I shift that focus away from the overall task and just to the next step. So right now, I'm feeling overwhelmed. There's a lot more to do. And I'm not going to be able to finish it today. So the question is, what are the overall tasks that need doing? And then I need to pick one task and then work out the first step of that bit of the task. And then hopefully I'll actually get some stuff done instead of being paralysed by indecision. I made myself a little iced latte. It's more like an iced flat white. I don't like really milky drinks. This is about as milky as we get. Like, that's got a shot of espresso and then the milk was like... I also got out of the house to have lunch, just to have a change of scene and to create a forced break between the work I did this morning and the work I'll do this afternoon. Second tip for overwhelm, it's just not that deep. When I'm feeling overwhelmed at the moment, one of the best things I can do is zoom out. Zoom to above you, like Google Maps aerial view. Zoom further out. Look at the earth. I am a tiny speck on that earth. Are my problems really, really life-changing right now? Am I the Prime Minister? No, it's okay. It's probably gonna be fine. And if it's not fine, we can cross that bridge when we get to it. I tend to think really big picture and just overwhelm myself, and it's just not healthy. It's not healthy, it's not helpful, but it is very normal. There's no shame in that. Like, I feel a lot of overwhelm about the flat at the moment. There's so much that I feel like should be done already that I want to do. It's a huge project, but I have to just drop that worry and fear and pressure because it's not healthy and not helpful at all. I'm in process. I'm buying chairs on Instagram right now. So things are happening. I just can't make it happen all at once. I can't, with my mind, will things to happen all at once. We got some very humbling quotes for the bathroom last month, and it's made me realise that this is a whole thing. I felt better. That was cathartic. Why we haven't repainted this bathroom yet is because we'll have to do a lot of coats, and it means we won't be able to shower for the best part of a week. We've bought the paint, but every time we think about painting it, we just think a week of having to shower at the gym, let's put it off till next week. There are some things that you do that make you feel like you have your shit together, even though they don't actually mean anything in the grand scheme of things. They're just placebo. And one of those for me is when I gua sha my face. I tend to put on quite a lot of oil and then pass it off afterwards. I'm leaning back into gua sha at the moment because my jaw is quite tight, and I'm hoping it relaxes my whole face a little bit. It feels so good when you do it across your forehead. And I find myself swallowing a lot as I do it, and I think hopefully that's because Some drainage is happening. You know that you've really got your shit together when you're putting on the eye cream. I feel like my whole life is running out of toothpaste. Settle this debate for me. Is it wrong to drink a herbal tea after you've brushed your teeth? Jack thinks it's demented. I often brush my teeth and I have a herbal tea afterwards. I think it's fine because it's just like herbs in water. It's not even got salt in it. But Jack is a hater. Speaking of which, you might wonder where Jack is. He's gone to pick up our friend from the airport and I shot me getting out of bed just after he'd gone to work. So I promise he does still exist, just not today. Anyway, I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm turning off my screens, I'm turning off my camera. I'm gonna have a little read. I just bought a new book. I think it's called I Want to Die and I Want to Eat Tteokbokki. I'm not entirely sure, but I just gave up on 2 books because they weren't for me. I posted about it on my Instagram story actually. I think I've saved it. So yeah, I'm excited to give this one a go and see how I get along. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have my little tea, switch off my phone on night mode, and read my little book. I hate that Kindles have the ads on them. I just wish they didn't. Maybe I'll upgrade this at some point. She's a slow girl, but she does the job. And thank you HelloFresh for working with me on this video. The link is in the description if you want to pick up a box. I hope this video has been what you need. I hope it's helped you plan a little reset routine for yourself. I hope it's helped you get out of a rut, and if not, have at least a little perspective on said rut. I'm just chilling.